Salve, salve, viajantes! Sejam bem-vindos!
Apertem os cintos, pois estamos indo para Vênus. And we're here with a special guest, with a special heart. He's Coldplay lead singer, Chris Martin. Thank you for coming. Actually, we came to you, but thank you for being here.
Chris, thank you guys.
It's nice to have you here.
It's great to be here. Thank you.
How does it feel to perform in Brazil with 11 sold-out shows?
I mean, you guys are Brazilians, so you are used to it, but for us it's like coming to paradise, you know, in terms of the people. I mean, we're so lucky where we get to go everywhere in the world. People are very special, and Brazil is just has its own particular magic.
What do you mean?
I mean that if you're a performer, it's like landing in heaven, you know? And there are other places like that also, but it's just a gift. Every day here is a gift.
That's a great description. I see Coldplay like it's constantly climbing a mountain, like up, up, up. How does it feel like to, if you would look down today, what would you see?
I don't look down, I keep looking up.
All right.
So all I see is more mountain.
You don't look back.
I feel like we always can improve, and we're always trying to make more connection. That's really our aim at this point, is to feel the connection with people and hopefully help people feel connection between each other.
Perfect. How did you guys know you was the group that you wanted to form?
Yes, Chris, do you understand any of this? Do you want me to translate?
No, she's getting it.
Eu consigo entender.
You can? Oh, you sure?
Yes.
Okay. I'll speak more slowly.
Eu tenho
It's
mais
fine.
vergonha do que incapacidade.
I'm the same with Spanish.
She prepared some questions
Okay,
and,
great.
and
All
learned
right.
it in English.
I don't want you to feel left.
No, she's not.
Okay.
Pra você não se sentir de lado. She's not.
Okay.
Okay.
No, we talked about
Thanks.
Okay.
it.
All right. Sorry, Yasmin.
How did you know you guys was the group you wanted to form? Like, was the chemistry or the balance of the chemistry? I don't know. Let me know.
Well, I know your podcast is quite new, right? But it's 3 of you, right?
Yeah, it's 2 years. It's
Yes. So
Yeah.
maybe it's the same.
compared to Coldplay. Yeah, it's new.
Yeah, it's the same. It's like, you know, if you've been given a gift, maybe you know if you've been given a gift. So I knew I had been given the gift of songs and of a certain thing, but I've had a feeling that I was not supposed to do that on my own, not supposed to do that solo. And so when I met the other guys, it felt like the right clothing somehow. And they provide something. They have different gifts. So it's like any group of people where you can only create something special together, and when you're separate, it's less special. And that's how you know.
We have some gifts to you.
Oh, thank you.
Here in Venice, we do like a special sticker for the episode.
Okay.
It's an exclusive art.
Yeah.
And people can like download this online for free, but we made it a gift for you.
Hey, thank you, Chris.
If you
Muito
want
obrigado.
to open. Our artist's name is Gigalvão. He's
Gigalvão.
amazing. Yeah.
Okay. I met some great artists here in Sao Paulo.
Yeah.
So lucky. Hey, that's beautiful. I love this.
You like it?
Yes, I love it. That's beautiful. And it's very accurate.
Yeah, it is.
That's how
He's
we look.
amazing.
Look at Johnny's green eyes. That's gorgeous.
And Venus is there, no?
Venus is there, yeah.
Yeah.
And Saturn, I think. Or, I don't know.
I think it's here, but the board won't let us
Okay.
see.
I love it. All right. Thank you. Here we go.
Yeah.
A gente se sentiu representada com o Vênus no show. Né?
Obrigado. Valeu.
De nada.
Gratidão.
Você pode resgatar esse emblema gratuitamente com o código que é Coldplay.
Yeah. I'm sorry I don't speak Portuguese. It's very embarrassing.
No problem.
That's why I decided to do your podcast, because I was like, I need to be more brave with Portuguese interviews.
So let's speak Portuguese and
Yeah.
you...
I just say sí or no.
Okay.
Because I sometimes I understand certain words because I really love speaking Spanish or trying to speak Spanish and French. But there's an accent that is so difficult because of the ew, that sound.
Ew.
I'm not used to that sound.
Eu.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I can't get
It's
it.
hard.
Yeah.
But you speak Portuguese very well in the concert.
I mean, that's not true, but thank you.
Is there a paper?
Yes.
Oh.
I have a really beautiful teacher called Juliana. She's a school teacher here. And she came to help me. I mean, I always practiced, like when we were in Rock in Rio, had a really great teacher there. But there's certain different things in Rio, I guess. So I met this teacher here, Juliana, and I say, I'd like to say this, I'd like to say this. And then she says it and I write it how I hear it. So I have it written down on the floor, but no one else can understand because it's not correct. It's just how I hear it. So it's like, a gente muito feliz de estar aqui com vocês.
Oh, that's really great.
But it doesn't look like Portuguese. It looks like a weird alien language.
I've seen it when we were on stage tour. I've seen it.
Yes,
the
when
paper.
I took a bunch of people on the stage tour. Yeah.
That was awesome, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that the stage is so giant compared to another shows. Why is that?
Well, I was saying to us, because we went up as a big group with lots of singers and painters and podcasters. And some of them were young musicians asking about what is it like to play a stadium. And to me, it's very normal. But I realized that's just because we've grown so slowly up the mountain, you know. So I don't think of it as big. I think of it as regular.
It's regular.
Yeah. So I'm not the right person to ask.
Oh.
Because to me, that feels like exactly the right size. It doesn't feel big.
But have this kind of production, like nowadays, is like, como fala conquista? A conquer. Conquista. A conquer, right?
The reason maybe why it's so big is because we're trying to get close to people. In fact, I was looking at a photograph yesterday taken from the back of the room, from the back of the stadium. And I was frustrated. I was like, I wish we could get closer to the back.
You have to fly.
Well, that's what we're thinking about, but it's very difficult. So I was thinking about climbing or doing, but it's, so yeah, it seems small to me because I still don't get to meet everybody. Yeah. Thank you for my gift, Chris.
That's amazing.
A gente fica muito curiosa a respeito dessas viagens, né? Assim, eu imagino que tem a parte muito legal de fazer os shows e a parte complicada de estar longe de casa. Eu queria saber o que para você é mais legal disso e o que não é tão legal.
There are no bad parts because we love what we do so much. And even beyond the music and the band, we are so privileged and fortunate because everywhere we go, all we see is the great parts of humans. We see people singing and dancing and being kind to each other. So even without the concert, it's a very uplifting feeling. And I know that a lot of the world is not like that a lot of the time. So that is like a drug, seeing good things everywhere. The routine is very disciplined, but it's not bad or difficult. It's especially as you get older and as the shows get bigger and as you realize that the show is not really about you, it's about everybody, then the routine becomes very easy. So it's very disciplined. It's like diet and it's like being an athlete, really, like playing soccer or being in the Olympics or something. It's all the same things: diet and fitness and rest and all of that stuff. But there's no bad sides. When you're sick, it's difficult. Like last year, I got very sick from some toxic stuff, but that was okay. It was okay.
E com as pulseiras, você conseguiu criar um show para você, né? Na direção dos seus olhos.
Those wristbands really changed our lives because they really allowed us to make a bigger connection between people and to make everybody part of the
How does it work,
show.
the technical part of the bracelets?
I don't know.
Great. Next question.
They were designed, or the original ones were designed 12 years ago, 13 years ago. And the man that designed them is a very sweet guy called Jason, who used to make batteries for sex toys. So he was very good with small batteries.
Vibration and colors.
With vibration and color. And he made these things, and he somehow through our fifth member, our creative director, Phil, my best friend, this guy Jason approached Phil and said, I've invented these wristbands, but they're very expensive. And Phil told me, and we said, we'll take them. And they are very expensive. That's where we spend most of our money. But they're worth the money, because
it is amazing.
They just make it a different thing. You're not watching the band, you're watching the crowd.
Mm-hmm. And remember, you have to return it.
Yeah, you do have to return it because they're so expensive.
Yeah. Talking about the show, I've been to 3 Coldplay shows.
Yes.
That's a small number, but 2 only this week. And even if it's the same show, for me, it's not the same. It's another experience. I thought it was like, it is like chocolate. I know how it tastes, but when I take a bite, it's always another experience, and it's beautiful. How is that for you?
I really miss chocolate. I love chocolate so much, but I don't.
Oh.
I don't eat it anymore because of being old. And
you can't eat it anymore?
For a few reasons, but
okay.
I used to eat so much chocolate, so I know what you mean.
Okay.
I think that concerts are always different. If you look at the audience, it's always different audience. There's always a different old person, or different kids, or different group of young women, or there's so many people there that it's never boring.
It's never.
My father, for example, has probably seen 200 shows, maybe. I don't know if he really watches the show. He's watching people and meeting people. He's around, yeah. He's part of the show, really. But I think it's always different because of where you are and who is there.
And he's part of the business, or just like being around family?
My dad is like our ambassador, He's very old-fashioned English gentleman. Mm-hmm. He spent a lot of years working in a job that he didn't really like, so that he could pay for his kids, me and my family, my siblings. And so when we started to be able to travel, and I said, come as much as you can, because I like to give him back something that he enjoys, because he worked so hard for so long. Yeah.
And your mom too, right?
She doesn't like to travel so much. In that, she doesn't like to be on tour so much. She also works as a music teacher and a therapist.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Was that the main reason that you became an artist?
One of the reasons, I think. Yeah.
If you had something to say to people watching this that can't live their dreams right now, what would you say?
Well, that is a lot of people. And I think there's that level of people who are not able to. And then there's another level of people who don't receive education, or they don't have freedom. And that is millions and millions and millions of people. Yeah. So to the people who can see their dream, but they're not sure, shall I do it, shall I not? I'd be like, if you're free, you definitely should try. I think that's our obligation. Even now, we've been around a long time. We still have dreams, and sometimes they fail, and sometimes we try something and it doesn't work. But I feel like, as a human, if you're lucky enough that you have an opportunity to try, you should try, because a lot of people don't have that opportunity. And I think that one day in the future, hopefully everyone will be free to at least try their dream. But right now we're not there. Yeah, hopefully, Like, when did you guys dream up this podcast?
Well, it's a dream that we never dreamed of.
Right.
Yeah, we never dreamed of, but then became a huge dream to us. Quer falar mais para ele sobre? Ele perguntou assim, se a gente fazer o podcast foi sonho. Falei que foi um sonho que a gente nunca sonhou.
Nunca sonhou. Foi muito além do que a gente poderia imaginar. E o alcance que a gente tem e conhecer pessoas que a gente admira tanto, né? Eu não sei se em outra oportunidade a gente teria. Você já teve a oportunidade do seu trabalho te levar a conhecer alguém que você admirava muito?
Yeah. Yes, I have. Yes. Would you like me to tell you?
Yeah.
Please.
Well, you're very clever because you've made it turn back to me. But I do say this, like you went for it. You're going for your dream, right? It's brave to start a podcast.
Yeah.
So good for you. And yes, I've met a lot of people I've admired, and I'm so grateful. Some of them have become my friends or teachers or both. And what's interesting now is that I meet people who are younger than me who I admire. And that's a different feeling. So I'm trying to think, like the first time I met U2 or REM, that was amazing. And they were very sweet to us when we were young men. But then the other day I met Seu Jorge, and he's my new hero. Right?
Tell us about it. How was it like to meet Seu Jorge and Sandy also?
Yeah, well, both of them are very... I find that the people who are really, really, really talented and really successful, most of them are super cool, and they don't have to pretend anything. Mm-hmm. And both of those people are like that, and very, very humble in a way. I think there's a whole group of songwriters and artists who feel the same way that I do, which is music is a gift. You know, you were just chosen for that gift. Like you were chosen for a different gift. You were chosen for language gift. You were chosen for camera gift. So with Seo, or with, you say Sanji, right? Sanji,
yeah.
She's chosen like a flute is played.
She is.
You know?
She is.
And the same with him.
So George is huge. I told you.
Yeah, and he's got a big heart, you know.
Mm-hmm. So talented. He's not just a singer. He's an actor
yeah,
also.
I know.
Yeah.
I tried to watch one of his movies, but I couldn't find it on Amazon, which is it's like the only thing that you can't find on Amazon. Carandiru, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I texted him, I said, how do I watch this movie? And he said, don't watch that movie, watch this movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he sent you another movie.
Yeah. But, you know, when someone is that talented, or someone like Jay-Z, you feel two feelings. One is you feel like, oh, this person is my friend. I feel like I'm going to be friends with this person. I definitely feel that about Seo. I'm like, oh, this is my brother. But also, like, you're also a fan at the same time. So you have to balance the two things.
Mm-hmm. Tell us about the show. The show is divided on 4 acts.
Yes.
First one is planets, right?
Yes.
Second one is moons, then stars, and home. Explain that to us, please.
Okay. Well, the whole concept of this is very... I'm going to do it and then you have to translate. The whole concept of Music of the Spheres comes from a book called The Mysticism of Sound and Music, where it's talking about how the universe, everything is vibration. Our bodies, everything we see is molecules vibrating. So in a way, the whole universe is sound and vibration. And I guess the Music of the Spheres is an ancient concept. I don't know enough about it. I think it's from ancient Greece. Someone like Pythagoras or something like that.
Yeah, it's from Greece, yes.
Okay.
The Music of the Spheres.
But I can't remember which writer. But to me, it just means the sort of the vibration between all things. And so we decided to call this period of our band Music of the Spheres because we are just trying to show or feel the connectedness between all people and all things. And the reason we sing about aliens or other planets is not really about aliens or other planets. We're talking about how we feel about life on Earth, but without naming any names.
Oh, okay. You sing so much about universe and stars. Now you're in Venus.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
there we go. That's why it was a good idea. So yeah, all of it right now is just a way of singing about love ultimately.
Talking about vibration, there's like a special thing for deaf people
Yes.
to feel it, the vibration.
Yes.
It's like an accessible show, right?
Yeah. My partner, Dakota, she, for Christmas 2 years ago, she said, I found this, what's it called? Sub pack. It's called a sub bass. And you put it on your body and you connect it to the music and it's like, you feel it like that. And she said, I also found this woman in Texas, I think, who works out how to use these sub packs in a concert so that people who are hearing impaired can feel the concert. So I said, we got to do that. And so now we have, I think, 10 or 20 of them. And so on the platform for differently abled people, we have a sign
language.
and then also these packs. And when you wear the pack, it's cool. It's very like, ooh, feels good. I think it's a good vibrating thing.
That's amazing. Tell us about the sustainability. And I said it like that because it's a hard word for me.
Yeah.
Sustainability.
Yeah, sustainability.
Sustainability. Oh, I got it.
Yeah, okay.
The tree planting and the biking to make some
Yeah.
energy. Tell us about the eco-friendly
Of course, yeah.
Coldplay's plan.
Well, we're trying. We felt like this is a big tour and we go to a lot of places. We felt like if we're going to do this, we need to make it as clean and green as possible. And also we need to provide a platform for new technologies to try things out. They can try with our tour. So we have windmills up here and we have, like you said, some floor which generates power. And our goal is to, first of all, make our tour clean, which we're like 50%. We still have a long way to go. But also so that maybe someone coming to the concert, maybe they own a shopping mall or they work in a school. And they're like, oh, we could use this.
Less CO2, right?
Yeah, we could put this floor in our school. We could put bikes in our shopping mall. You know, so I think a concert like this is a great opportunity to be brave with trying new things, especially with the environment. Because we would feel too guilty if we just did the same old things. We would feel like we're not pushing things forward.
That's awesome.
Did you used to be a talented kid?
What?
Or you were shy?
Wow, Superman. You said you can't speak English, then you come up with a question like that.
Yeah?
Wow.
I'm shy.
Yeah.
She's lying about it.
Yeah.
She's
so you really
fluent.
do understand me. That's good.
Yes.
But it's good because I want your listeners to understand also. I was a very talented kid, not a shy kid, but a little bit like war inside. A lot of it. Yeah.
How did you meet the band? How did you meet the band?
I met the first member, Phil, at school. You don't see him. He's behind the scenes. He's our
Manager.
No, he's our creative director,
Oh.
and he's one of our managers. Yeah, he's like the boss.
Phil, okay.
Yeah, he's like the president. And I met him when we were 13 because I loved his sister.
Oh, I see.
And for a short time, she loved me too.
And you became closer to her brother,
And then I fell in love with her brother. Yeah, and we stayed together forever. So we've spoken every day for 33 years. That's crazy, yeah. And then the others we met in London at college when we were 18, 19.
Everyone at college?
Yeah, everyone in the same building. We were all in the same residency, you know?
I heard Will telling a story that he was not a drummer.
No.
His roommate was a drummer.
His roommate was a drummer. Yeah.
Tell us about this story.
So our drummer Will was living with this guy who owned a drum set, and we needed some drums on a recording we were making when it was just three of us. And so we went to this house, which was Will's house, and this other guy did not show up. And so Will said, "I'll have a go."
If
And
you
he's-
have an opportunity, take it.
Yeah, and he sat down and he started playing, and I was like, oh, that's him.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, immediately he went, "Rapom, rapom."
And you've been together for 20,
26 years. Yeah,
26 years.
yeah,
You get along well?
yeah. It's like any relationship, you know. It's about communication and understanding. I think this has taken me much longer in my love relationships, but in the band we figured it out early. Like, you have to let everybody be themselves and have your own space
And respect it.
and listen to everyone. And we're really lucky that we've been able to do that. And Phil is a big part of that, because he can see when someone needs extra time or extra attention. And yeah.
What do you do in your free time that nobody imagines?
I mean, I surf and
You serve.
I love music, though. I do music. It's an obsession, you know. So when we finish a show, I like to go and work out how can we make tomorrow better. Music is also my hobby. But I like to walk around. I like to explore places where I shouldn't be exploring.
You showed up at drum rehearsal
Yeah,
in USP.
yeah.
How was that?
So this is one of the things I like to do, is just walk around and trust the universe and see what happens. And so I was walking. What's the big park called by all the statues?
Ibirapuera.
Okay, yeah, which is beautiful.
Yeah,
where the
the park.
Afro-Brazilian Museum is,
Uh-huh.
and so many beautiful trees and coconuts. And so I was walking, and then in the distance I could hear like. So I was like, "Where is that?"
Your heart was
And I
like,
walked a bit closer, and then we had to cross like 5 freeways. So dangerous. And I was with security guards, and they're like, "Please don't go here." I was like, "We gotta go." And eventually we found, and it was a school, and I asked if I could go and listen, and they said, "Yeah, okay."
Você conseguiu provar comidas brasileiras?
Not really. I don't eat very much anymore. I have eaten Brazilian food, of course. Everything I'm eating right now is Brazilian.
Nós trouxemos uma das maiores especiarias brasileiras para você.
Oh, thank you so much.
It's called brigadeiro.
Yay. That's okay. I'm going to share it with you. Here, you guys can all have this. You want one?
Quer?
Yes.
No, take it. Thank you so
Pronto.
much.
Vamos dividir o brigadeiro.
Thank you so much.
Passa lá.
Let me smell it, though.
Uh-huh.
That's very good. That's very good cocoa. Here, you guys can have these.
So right now you have how many concerts in Brazil? And then you're going to Europe?
Yeah, we have a few more here, and Curitiba and Rio.
Yes.
And then we go to Portugal.
To Portugal.
Yeah.
Right. It's a tour here.
Yep.
Is that an album coming?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, can you tell us a spoiler?
Yeah, I already did. It's not a spoiler. We have an album called Moon Music is our next thing.
Okay. Last question. I want to know about Angel Moon.
Okay.
Whose voice is that? Because my friend was like, that's definitely Selena Gomez. I was like, no, I don't think that's her.
Well, on record, her voice is my voice.
No way.
Pitched up.
No way.
And then in the concert, one time when she sings, it's my voice, and another time it's 2 sisters called Paris and Amber from a band called We Are King. So sometimes they are Angel Moon, and on record, that's me.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I love singing for her, but not everybody else does. So, and you do voices also, right?
Yeah, I impersonate some voice.
Which voices?
Oh, Google Brazil female assistant.
Okay, let me hear.
Yeah. Okay. Lights will guide you home.
Okay, that's great.
Like, em português, você chegou ao seu destino. Em 200 metros, vire à direita. How did you know that?
I got told, you know.
Oh, okay.
You do voices?
Não.
Você fala que você é uma comediante de stand-up.
Vai lá, filha!
Filha, conta!
Eu sou comediante, na verdade. Eu faço stand-up comedy.
You do comedy? Yeah.
She's great.
Yeah.
She's very good.
Are you, like, what kind of comedy? Is it political? Is it mean? Is it surreal? Is it, what is it?
Não, do dia a dia, observações do cotidiano, situações de casal.
So you're very shy, but you have a podcast and you do stand-up comedy.
She's lying,
you're not
okay?
shy at all.
She's not shy at all.
Yeah. Were you talented when you were a kid? Yeah.
Você era talentosa quando era criança?
Yes, you were.
Absolutamente tímida.
Really?
Absolutely shy.
Really? So what day did you say, okay, today I'm going to be a stand-up comedian?
Um amigo meu começou a fazer, eu escrevi alguma coisa pra ele fazer, como roteirista.
Some material, right?
Quando ele leu, ele falou, você tem que fazer.
Which was the first joke that you wrote for him?
He's the host now.
Yeah, but,
He's hosting this.
but I wanted, which was the first joke?
Eu mesma escrevi. Na verdade, foi uma coisa que aconteceu de verdade. Eu dava aula, eu era professora e o resto você sabe. Do corredor.
Do corredor.
How to translate it?
Oh.
Because corridor in
Corridor.
Corredor.
corridor in Portuguese is the same word for runner.
Okay.
So
corridor.
it's
like,
a pun to make
Okay.
it. So the corridor, and so
She used to be a teacher.
yeah.
And she was like, don't run in here.
like, don't run in the corridors.
Yeah.
Don't be a
And the
runner
kid
in
was
the
like-
runners.
Yeah.
It's the corridor.
That's good. Okay.
E isso aconteceu de verdade, então isso eu levei pro palco no primeiro momento.
Well, there are so many stories that I would like to talk about. But unfortunately, we have to end this podcast. But
I have to go.
no. Yeah, you have so many shows.
We have so many shows, but I just want to say thank you to you guys, and also thank you to anybody who's been coming to the shows or listening. We love it here. We love being in Brazil. We're so grateful. You're so special,
Thank you.
and you should know that. I know that there's always internal conflict, like in every country, but every Brazilian I meet is cool as fuck. So that's my speech.
It means a lot to us Brazilian fans.
Yeah.
And thank you for coming. Like
It's
it
a
means
pleasure.
a lot to us.
No, it's good. I want to support what you guys are doing.
Thank you so much.
It's cool. All right.
Então, você
Muito obrigado. Sorry.
we're doing like the end take.
Okay, go.
Você que ficou até aqui, se inscreve no canal do Vênus, que a gente tá rumo a 1 milhão de inscritos. We're coming to 1 million
million.
subscribers. Yeah. Então se inscreve aí no canal.
É isso, e segue a gente também nas nossas redes pessoais, sensuais. Cris Paiva com 2 S e A e Assine, segue a gente lá.
Chris, you don't have any social media, right? But you have Coldplay.
We have Coldplay, yeah.
Because you're low profile.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, it's one thing about him. He prefer if you like take pictures with your eyes and take the memories inside or here, right?
Yes, especially as I get older. Because when someone does a selfie, you can look like,
Oh, that's the reason. I thought you were like cool, low profile.
no, it's both.
Okay. And so you don't have to see like, oh, I don't like that photo. I love that. I didn't expect that. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, guys.
Tchau, gente. Se inscrevam no
Tchau,
canal.
gente.
Sigam @OVênusPodcast. Say
Beijo.
goodbye in Portuguese.
Ciao, gente. Muito obrigado.
E vão a todos os shows do Coldplay porque é uma experiência maravilhosa.
Beijo!